Hello, this is Quarantine Cup 22.
Yep.
Yeah, Quarantine Cup 22. I'm gonna be commentating it with alibby at least for the beginning. We're not sure what's gonna go on at the end. I don't know. We can figure that out when we get there. But for now, we'll be looking at this. We've got Mick Seanock versus A Moffat with heck of a board. Wow, where are the Druid bones? Oh, some nice ones.
We have forest, sky, and swamp. Haven't been. I haven't seen what's been found in the black market thus far.
Looks like nobody's gotten anything from it yet. They're mostly
Yeah,
going for the King's Courts.
it's going to be pretty quick to trash down with Sentry.
Oh yeah, KC Sentry is a good hit there. So now, what are you
Um,
looking for from the from the black market? I mean, like you're probably looking for attacks, I guess.
I mean,
Is it?
Outpost is always nice to find in there, but
Well, yeah. I mean, there's some things that you always want to find, but like
yeah,
board has like
uh,
most of the things you need already. You have plus buy with barge, and you draw and sentries, of course, trash. See, I don't actually know what specifically, if anything, you'd be looking for in the black market. So let's see. It looks like they're mostly just trying to like get King's Courts and trash.
I'm not even sure what sort of attacks would do much on this board, anyways.
I mean, getting a discard attack from the black market is always nice.
Yeah, I think eventually there might be barge duration draw.
Probably, yeah.
So
That makes sense.
even then, if you're getting hand size attack, you're just getting back up to 6 anyways. But the camel train's not terrible to get out of the black market.
But yeah, with King's Court, it's good.
I
Um,
missed when that was picked up.
Literally right
But
now.
okay, so it was a gain in play.
They're playing so fast. Uh,
I mean, even here you have the two shapeshifters early on with Band and Overlord, so there is plenty to do even if you didn't have black market.
yeah, that's true.
I think here Mick's going to get quite clean with the King's Court on the Sentry, and after the Warehouse discard. Okay, we have our first result of the day, and
Oh well, already.
it looks like things are semi broken, which is usually what happens with the first one, anyways.
Oh, what would the results form?
Yeah, well, there is something that I've been meaning to update in the sheet that I have to do every week, and I keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to go ahead and do the next few weeks worth," and I never do.
Ah, yes. Classic. I'll do it. I'll do it later. Um,
Yeah, so
so yeah, they're mostly still just like digging through the black market for stuff.
okay, I will fix this up real quick.
Hmm. Not a lot of good black market cards being found so far. Um, what has been gained so far? What Camel Train, the Squire, and what's the other thing? Changeling. Okay. Yeah, I mean I guess Changeling is just a free King's Court, but
And we have fixed standings. 2 matches complete. I guess here you might pick up the ghost ship, but again,
surprised by. not taking the ghost ship. I guess buy the King's Court.
Yeah, I guess there's just so much draw anyways that you're going to eventually draw it anyways, even if you're top decking 2.
I mean, it certainly like increases the chance of a dud.
Yeah, it will get annoying.
Maybe they just didn't want to take the ghost ship because it would slow the game down. And they're trying to fast. That's honestly a consideration here. You just want to get the games done as fast as possible.
Okay, so now we see the other discard attack with militia.
Yeah, I mean even given the speed thing, I would still probably take militia because that doesn't really slow it down as much.
Oh, I mean,
okay, he gets it.
I think even with the field sizes the way they've been, usually it's about 20 points has recently gotten you into the final 4. So if you have 5 good games, if you go 4-1 or something, you're sitting pretty good. So
yeah, that's true. I would have probably taken relic out of that last one.
Yeah, especially if you
being the only
take
attack.
Yeah, if you're militia relic.
Yeah, I mean that definitely increases dud chances like significantly.
So not getting to see the captain, or does he still have?
He's got a 3rd century play, so he'll see it. Oh, doesn't want it, I guess, or does he have another? Maybe he has another King's Court. I guess he wants it for next turn.
Wondering how this is probably going to end on one gigantic turn.
Probably, yeah.
Although with money, where is the money for that going to come from?
I mean, King's Courting stuff you find in the black market, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
Mick has, yeah. I guess maybe now after seeing, just seeing what he's doing with the Animal Fair, maybe that was a better buy because it's a great King's Court target.
Yeah. He chooses to take Seize the Day now, so I don't know if he's looking to end it on this very turn or if he's just trying to
Can't possibly have enough buys for that,
right? With Druid, maybe. Because he did
get the Druid. Well, how many buys do you need? Like 19 or something?
True. And there's no way to mid-turn empty King's Court to get an extra buy with Animal Fair.
I guess I mean, unless you pull something that can do it, you have to pull like exactly Lurker out of the black market, probably.
Yeah.
Or like Forge.
Lurker or Procession won't even do it because the only 6 he has is a duration.
Some kind of remodel variant could do it, but like that's unlikely.
Yep.
Maybe he's trying to like empty the estates and triumph a couple times. I don't know if that's good enough. I have no idea. I don't know how to play with Seize the Day very well. I usually just like to save it until I can like win with it, but that's
yeah.
I don't know exactly what this Seize turn was meant to accomplish though, so I guess we'll see.
He does have the Squire as well for buys.
Oh yeah, he can King's Court the Squire. That's true. But even still, like 18 buys or something, it's like you're not gonna get that.
Yeah.
Well, King's Court Squire for 6 buys. King's Court Druid for 6 more, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that gets you up to 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you get a barge king play, that's another 3.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, you wouldn't have the money for that anyway, I don't think.
Yeah. Because you need 16 for estates, 23 king's court, and then whatever else you're choosing to empty.
It's technically only 14 for estates because the last one can be a triumph. But even still,
yeah. Yeah. And you need 19 if you wanted to do it with the curse pile and estates and king's court. So definitely doesn't have the buys that I wouldn't think. And sitting on the other end of this, I would just be hoping that I might be put out of my misery.
Yeah, I mean, make a super. Oh, I got the king of the treasure here too.
And I don't think there's any chance of dudding even with all these treasures in because you have the king captain for next turn.
He's just gonna triumph a bunch of times and score like a bajillion points, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I guess he can probably empty his state. So maybe he's gonna do that just to deny the rest of the triumphs.
Yep. And then even if you're seeing a terrible hand, you can warehouse 3 times.
Yeah.
Or maybe sentry once.
Just looks to be over.
Yep.
Wow. He's got surprisingly close to enough buys to empty it.
Yeah. Does he have any king plays left?
Oh, but he's not. Oh, he's just going for the. Oh, that
big triumph.
Yeah, if you're triumphing, you'd rather have the will-o-wisps than just be like buying coppers, I guess.
Yep.
So what is this? Just like a bunch of estates and then some triumphs?
Let's see. You can
triumph like.
If you triumph 6 times, you can buy 1 estate and then triumph 7 times, I think.
Yeah, Moffat doesn't want to see it.
He's getting out of here. I don't blame him.
So I don't know how this works. Do we just pick another game and watch it now?
Yep. Let's see if there's anything.
I'll just follow you wherever you want to go.
So Xerix is queued. He is waiting for someone. Okay. Ammo is joining him, so we'll jump to Xerix's table.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a few villages.
Yes.
Wow, this is a neat board. So there's just like really good villages and really good draw and like really good trashing and tomb. But like only I guess the payload is like either just triggers or like bandit camp.
Is this potentially a chance for harvest to shine?
Maybe?
So you harvest and then you can draw a bunch of cards back up with the Cursed Village.
Well, yeah, that's true. But it's not like you Cursed Village to draw. I mean, you can just draw with Wharf. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you would need to set Harvest up so that it can reliably actually give you 4. Or else it's worse than Bandit Camp.
Yep. And you're not able to discard anything.
Yeah, the only way to
to
set
set
it
up
up would be like you can use Bandit Camp to get you one. Yeah, I don't know.
one spoil.
This just not really a way to set it up.
No. So
So I
yeah,
don't know about Harvest. I think
bandit camp for 1,000,000 spoils.
yeah. Um, yeah, that seems like pretty much it.
I feel like this is going to be a particularly fast game too.
Yeah, just like get some recruiters, get some wharves, get some like bandit camps, and then like I don't know. I guess the big question is like how much do you build? And I think the answer
Yeah.
is yes, till the piles get low. Which the,
Right.
I mean, the silk pile is gonna disappear for sure. Um, the wharf pile, I don't know, maybe if you need that many wharves, you probably do. I don't know what the third pile to go is gonna be.
If you're getting if you're emptying silks and wharves, it can end on estates pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's true. With all the extra buys, someone would just empty the estates. That may be what will happen. We'll see.
Or if bandit camp.
And these turns are like pretty automatic as well. Like
Yeah.
it's not a ton of thinking involved here. Just click on the good cards.
Click on good cards. Get your estate trashes out of the way with recruiter, and seems a bit unfortunate there not to get as much through your deck there for ammo.
You have to click on coppers because of plan. This is gonna be like a Zerik's gonna do double silk and trash 2 coppers. Get another wharf maybe. I do like silk wharf.
Looking like
Yeah, looks like that's it there. Oh, Bannock.
so.
I would want to have a wharf. I want to have 2 wharfs. I know.
So right now,
Meme, but
Amafet has the 2 wharves.
orange balance is a meme, but like it kind of matters anyway. Yeah, it's sad.
Duo
The entire
wharf.
left half of this board just isn't going to get touched.
No. Interesting choice of going for a village there. I would think you would spend the coffers to get the bandit camp.
I mean, maybe it's just like recruiter food. Like maybe it just didn't matter what it was, so you might as well get the village over like a silver in case you
Yeah.
use it to save a dud. Like that's I would imagine the only reason to buy village here is if you're gonna trash it.
So we have 14. I was waiting for that undo to keep a copper in hand, probably.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. For like
So Silk Wharf.
it already has 3 wharfs. Yeah, fourth one. Another village. I mean, the village is certainly better than nothing, but yeah, trash silk there. Immediately regrets that decision.
Yep.
God.
I'm wondering if you ever pick up a second recruiter here just to clean up coppers a little faster.
Maybe.
It seems like
I mean,
for
that also is nicer with with tomb, it's just some extra tomb points. Not that the tomb points are going to matter hugely, but like if you're going to do some kind of pile out, the tomb points could like give you an edge or could block your opponent from piling. Although you're probably right that like estates are likely going to be a pile. Why is there an estate missing? When did that happen? Oh, it was a hovel thing. Xerix got estate on turn.
Yeah, he had the 2/5, so
Yeah, I missed that. So that makes the estate pile out even easier.
yep.
So yeah, I guess I imagine Xerix is going to be buying the last two silks. Oh, I guess not.
I was thinking
Silk and line.
this double silk bandit camp potentially.
Part of the reason is that they can trash those coppers with plan if they buy a silk merchant. Um, yeah, yeah, and that's why people keep playing all their treasures and then having to undo it to save a copper in case they want to trash with plan.
Yeah, the play all treasures button.
But Xerix decided not to do that, I guess, because they wanted to get all that stuff and didn't have the money to do it if they saved a copper back. Yeah,
Right now,
I guess
50.
I don't think copper thinning is like hugely important here, just because the draw is like so good.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would get a second recruiter just to thin coppers. I would probably only do it if I like either wanted the points from Tomb or wanted the villagers. I don't think you particularly need either one of those.
yeah. I'm also just a chronic over trasher.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that. Yeah. I mean, with Wharf, you just like don't need to thin coppers. Like it's. I mean, you do, but like it's not a super priority. I think at least. Okay. So
10,
the piles are
14.
now at.
So it's 31 to empty right now.
Well, 31. It's no.
Or no, that's not math. That's 50, so 10, 14, 28 to empty.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he is buy short as well.
Well, this isn't. I mean, this isn't even close to
Yeah.
28. This is like 19, 20 with the coffer. Uh, but you do have to be careful about lowering. You know what? Silver? Do you have enough draw to support that?
He's going to have two. He has 2 duration wars.
You know, I would have wanted to add a little economy as Xerix probably.
Yeah. I probably would have added another bandit camp. Because you can threaten the pile out with that, plus you get the extra spoil.
Maybe this just ends on provinces. Honestly.
Do you have enough draw to kill 1 silk here for the extra coffer?
Does that matter? I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, the answer was
12, 14, 19, 20. Yeah, he wasn't getting the 24 anyways.
Can't win even with it. So what do you do? Just like I would imagine you want to be threatening triple next turn, right? So
I think so, but if ammo doubles, can you beat that? Get up to 40. Yeah, you can still beat that.
Yeah, if ammo doubles, you beat that with. Well, I mean,
You can get a duchy or two at least now, plus province and a few duchies next turn.
yeah. So how?
Assuming you can draw everything.
Xerix is 19 again. So is that like? Like 2 duchies or like 3 duchies maybe.
Well, I guess we are forgetting tomb points as well.
Yeah. Well, I was assuming that the 2 points would balance out because it's 1 per turn for each of them.
Yep. Unless on some sort of duchy pile out, you get an extra silk trash or something, but that's not going to happen.
Okay. So do you do like double duchy, bandit, cap or something, and then I don't know. Xerix is 18 now. Double duchy, bandit camp, and save spoils is interesting. You won't be able to draw all that though, but you might like get lucky. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you might
get
you might bottom deck your green or something.
or no. Xerix is a little bit of overdraw, so they might be able to get away with like double duchy, bandit camp, save spoils, which threatens. Does it? Yeah, that definitely threatens to triple province next turn. Ooh, interesting.
Double recruiter.
Okay, I guess that also that kind of accomplishes a similar thing, except scores less but is more consistent because they're still threatening to triple.
Yeah, and if you triple next turn, you're winning regardless of what ammo does.
So Ammo's just in trouble then, right? Because Ammo doesn't have that much money.
Double and pray.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you just double and pray. I don't know what else you really do. Um, yeah, I think that has to be right. Like triple duchy just gives Xerix more time.
Okay, so now you guys get 1,000,000 spoils.
So you can recruit some coppers, right? Yeah, this looks like Xerix is drawing
Yep. So now he sees everything.
the village. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is. Yeah, this must be enough, right?
Yep. Province, double duchy, and an estate. Okay, so now that puts Xerix at 2-0, tied at the top. And okay, looks like Mick and Element Mario just ended as well. So
Probably one of them will.
yep, and we've tracked ammo for 2 games already, so we'll hold off on that one that just started up. Maybe we'll see a Xerix and Mick game. And there we go.
Nice.
So jump in there. We see some more Silk Merchant.
Cursed Gold with Doctor is real interesting.
here you'd be able to trash 3.
Yeah, do you get the doctor?
Plus you're shuffling right after that anyway. Again, so you could see it back. You could see it in your next hand.
Interesting. I would probably have wanted to open with Doctor or count with the cursed gold.
Okay, now Mick's gonna get a,
I guess Mick
if
is
he wants it,
yes.
a 5 trash doctor.
Yeah, that was a pretty beautiful draw.
Yep, and now he sees it in his next hand as well. He can. So how many coppers did he kill? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, 1, 2.
Oof. Okay, so what is your like game plan here? I don't even know. Like Silk is like sort of kind of a village,
Yeah.
but not really. Yeah,
This is just turned into a money game.
yeah. Most of these cards are just sad.
So I think Mick purposely chose to whiff with that doctor. Oh no. Okay. Standing slightly broken.
But there's so much more creative ways to whiff with a doctor intentionally. You just name province.
Yeah. I thought he was down. I thought he had trashed all his curses, but he did still have one and just missed it.
Okay. See, I guess are they gonna eventually be feeding some of these silks to the doctor? They're gonna have to, right? I mean, I guess you can play them as mule, like if you prefer them to be coppers, but
Yeah, I'll be right back in 1 second. I'm trying to fix the standings to actually sort, and I wiped them out, unfortunately.
oof.
But that's when Control Z is your best friend.
Yes, indeed. So the silk pile is just disappearing as the silk pile does. Mick has started getting rid of silks with Doctor, which is mildly annoying. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And then they're just like, playing money other than that. I guess the curse gold makes the money a little interesting, because like the decision of whether to play the curse gold or not is not trivial, like it usually is in money. I don't know if it usually is anyway, but like it feels like it's beyond like the opening. Usually it's obvious whether or not you should be playing curse gold. But here, like,
I guess we're just not going to have sorted standings quite yet.
yikes. So I can't really tell who's ahead here. Xerix looks ahead, getting the upper hand on the colonnade points is nice, but these havens do look pretty good from Mick. So I don't know who has the better deck. Like Xerx gets to draw like this. Mix having like pretty decent draws, and the Havens help with consistency.
We're back. Is this just Province Rush now?
Yeah, it looks like Xerx had like a point lead, but Mick seems to have the more consistent deck. So I'm not sure what that's gonna mean. It looks like Xerx can just take Province again. And that looks pretty convincing. But it's possible for Xerx's deck to just fall apart. Oh, did Mick think he had an extra buy or something? Yeah, he did. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, this
This is
um
very likely over, and there it is.
yes.
So that was a battle of 2-0s. So Xerx moves into a tie for the lead, and Mick still stays in a top 4 position as of now. So let's see. KHC was the most recent game, and they're just about to start, so caught it in time. Against
Okay.
Olo Ring Rayheim. There's probably some fluid way to say that, but
I'm gonna call them Olo.
yes.
So we got
Olo and KHC.
okay. So this is a pretty nice board for Cursed Village. It is the only village, so you definitely like want it. Huh.
You can trash with Monastery, Raise, or Trade Route.
I mean, our trading post.
Yep.
My money's on Monastery and Raise.
Yep. Cheap sources of trashing.
Monastery Changeling is a bit of a combo as well. But Raise also is pretty nice with Cursed Village because it's especially like because Raise is normally real sad trashing coppers, but it's not so sad if you play Raise, trash copper, and then play Cursed Village.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I don't think you're keeping coppers around the play with stables, so
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I am always annoyed by stables, and I always like Cursed Village, so I would try to be drawing with Cursed Village, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would probably have a few stables, because like the payload is mostly treasures the thing, which is not good with Cursed Village.
And you can Artisan with Cursed Village is a nice little combo.
Yeah, because Artisan decreases hand size, but whatever you top deck, you can just draw right back with Cursed Village. So, what do you think about Fool's Gold here?
It is your biggest money maker. You're going to be able to draw a bunch of them,
but they're awkward to get.
You're also going to be required to play with Trade Route in that scenario.
I mean, I might want to play with Trade Route anyway, just because plus buy. But like, Fool's Gold likes it when you can just spam them, and you can't really spam them here. Like your gainer is Artisan, and Artisan gaining Fool's Gold is so sad.
Yep.
So,
then if you're gonna spam them, and you're gonna have a bunch of extra money, then you're gonna have to have multiple trade routes to take advantage of the extra money.
So let's see. Between these two openings, I think I like KHZ's more. The Silver Monastery. I'm not a fan of Trade Route Camel Train. I mean, I usually don't like opening Camel Train because like I guess like what Olo did was kind of neat with baths because Camel Train is like sad early on, but I guess it's not so sad if you can exile something good and then you get baths points. I mean, this collision is sad. I think KHC looks a little ahead to me.
Yep.
Surprised they both got trade route so early. I'd really only get trade route when I wanted the plus buy, which is not.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really not taking advantage of that right now.
Yeah, like if I want a treasure, I just take Monastery or Raise. Probably I'd start off with Raise, honestly, because Raise is good with the estates.
Yep.
And then get a Monastery after a bit for dealing with coppers.
So has anybody bought the stables yet? No, they're just our KHC was able to buy one,
Wait,
and Olo has both of his in exile.
Trading Post is way better than I thought because you can get a Changeling. I didn't think about that. That's
Oh, yep.
good. Trading Post, trash 2 cards, gain a Changeling, and then you can use Cursed Village to draw up after doing that. That's interesting. So actually, Trading Post might be worth going for? I don't know, maybe I'd skip Monastery.
And it looks like with the amount of stables they're getting that we're not going to see a cursed village.
I mean, that's sad because Artisan is so much better if you have an extra action. So
Yep.
I still, even with stables, I still think you should be getting like Cursed Village because it's nice if you see it in your starting hand. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for draw to X. But this looks like underplaying a little bit. We'll see how their decks turn out. This is kind of sad. Okay, just finish
So
stables.
Olo got his stables off the mat just in time.
Yeah, but like I don't really. Wow, 4 stables from exile. I mean, they got a deck now, but they must not have been doing very much in the meantime while exiling
Yeah.
those stables. They got a couple. They got so many baths points from not like doing anything. So what's the? Did they both have 5 stables then?
Yes.
It really matters that much. But
So I guess you're just drawing your deck with stables, trade routing something, and then eventually.
At what point do you grab shrine points? Probably not here.
That buy is just so costly.
Yeah.
So this looks like they're just
Yeah,
both going money.
I like KHC's deck here. I'll see if Olo can do the same thing. Maybe. You raise the estate, probably. Yeah. Just click on all the stables. Yeah, maybe this line of play is just better than the like complicated thing I wanted to do, but I like doing complicated things.
Same here.
Camel Train looks so silly now.
Yeah.
Just trash it.
Maybe trade route, kill the camel train.
Yeah, I mean, if you have no Cursed Village, what is the Camel Train doing for you? Maybe you buy like Cursed Village Fool's Gold here.
Who had? Does Olo have both? Yes, Olo has both of the Fool's Gold, so he doesn't need to pick up another one.
Man, why do you go for both gold and Fool's Gold? That defeats the purpose of Fool's Gold. Yeah, I don't like the Fool's Golds, like, because if you're gonna go for them, you actually have to like commit to it, and not get golds as well.
It's a thing.
I wonder if you trash the monastery here.
I think you do one more trade route trash of copper, and then you can kill the.
But I don't want to kill all the coppers, because then I'm gonna need to start feeding better stuff to trade route.
I was thinking you could do one more turn there, and then okay,
Oh yeah,
and then
curse.
and then you have the monastery. Then you have the monastery you can trash.
Yeah, that's true. The curse also is good. That's something you can feed to trader.
Yep.
KHC's deck is gonna start to look sadder, I think, once it greens though, because it's like so thin.
Let's see. He's gonna be able to.
Kill the camel train. You're never gonna play it. It's never gonna do anything for you. I mean, I guess maybe it will, but like it's not gonna do a lot, probably.
Because I don't think I'm ever playing Camel Train over trade routes. So
I mean, eventually, Olo's deck is big enough that eventually they're not gonna find them both together. They're gonna just find the camel train, and in that case, like it might come in handy. But what will it do? Like get you an extra gold, I guess. To greed, maybe? No. I still don't think the idea of getting a cursed village is crazy.
especially for Olo, if he's gonna keep around
For Olo,
both of his terminals.
I don't think KHC has anything to do with the cursed village. So what is this other buy? Just like another fool's gold or something?
We can still hold out hope for the Cursed Village.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the cursed village is necessarily right because like your odds of colliding it with your two terminals are still kind of low. Um,
So how many copper
yeah,
does
I
he
think the
have
fool's gold buy is
left?
fine is there as well.
Connection issues. Because stables, there we go.
Okay, so yeah, you surely lose.
Kill the curse.
Yeah, and gold. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
So I guess by some miracle, Olo might be able to. What does he?
Raise first? Really? That order seems wrong. That choice also seems wrong. Oh,
Not.
they have shuffle aversion. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't see why you don't want to trigger that shuffle. Like,
Yeah, and because if you draw right, you'll be able to double back to back turns.
it may just be that they're just overly afraid of shuffling because I have seen that. It is a thing.
Yep.
That's probably what it was. Hmm. You keep going, right? You look for your trade route. You still can discard the silver, right? That's fine. It's not like that silver helps you at all if you don't have an extra buy. I guess the question is, what does Olo even do if they find the second?
Right, because
They find
you
the
can't
buy.
you can't touch province
Well, you can touch province if you don't have anything better to do.
and just hope.
Yeah. I mean, Olo's deck is worse here, so I don't think Hope is a horrible play, but this is just real sad to not even find it.
Yep.
I mean, that was pretty quick. Click on province. Maybe they didn't think about it, but clicking on province probably was right, but you at least got to think about it. Um, is this
9, 15. So just trash a province.
Trash province to win. OP strats. Okay, yeah. That was a nice ending.
Okay. Hopping into the queue. I don't think I have Matt Guard Spen in my friend list. So okay, they're still looking for someone. Xerix is still looking for someone. I don't think they've played each other. Oh, yes, they have. Okay, so we'll jump to Matt Guard Spen against A Moffat. Here we have Native Villages Only Village.
Okay, how many of these cards are actually worth getting? Ooh, this is awkward. What kind of stuff are you gonna try and do here? Yeah, Enchantress, Silver, reasonable.
I wonder if there's probably not any merit to it, but you could scavenge your counting house, discard your deck, and pick up all the coppers with counting house. But I don't think there's any way you can do that consistently or reliably.
With native is the only village?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious, but
I'm just trying to find something something fun about this.
well, yeah, because for that to actually do something, you also need to have some plus buy probably, which means you need to collide like 2 native villages. Yeah, that doesn't seem.
Yeah. They're playing lightning fast.
Just clicking on. Wow, that's a lot of enchantresses. Is enchantress even that great here? I mean, like the attack is annoying.
I think you're going to have enough terminals in your deck that you're kind of happy to have one of them pigged.
Yeah, that's true. Council room. Obviously, the council room is so that they can play 2 pillages in 1 turn.
Yes.
That's the OP strat right there. Do you pick up the tragic hero?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I want as many of the villages as possible here and go from there.
Is that really better than just like playing money though?
I'm so money averse.
I mean, I'd like to not play money, but sometimes life gives
So
you terrible boards.
yes. I think ammo might be in my camp here with get as many villages as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna try and do anything that isn't money, like you obviously want the villages. I don't think that's ridiculous. I mean, the thing is, like, native village is also your only thinning and like quote unquote thinning because you're never gonna like actually thin that much with it.
Okay, this is starting to come together a little bit.
Sort of. Oh wow, that Enchantress Troll actually saved a turn. The Tragic Heroes are gonna disappear is the thing.
Yeah.
Deck's just gonna get more and more bloated. Like the turn that you pop Tragic Hero is great. The turns afterwards are not so great. Yeah, I guess the Amos deck is pretty decent here. Well, there's the end of the turn. It's a council room, I guess.
Okay, well, so
Well,
kind of.
if you're playing council room against your opponent playing money, like that's gonna help them a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess playing council room money also the council rooms are helping your opponent. If you're not playing them as much, so they're not helping them as much. Or just take another council room, I guess. Oh,
This is just click on green and draw.
that just doesn't have the money though, I guess. Native village setting aside gold didn't help either.
It's 3-2 Matt on popping. Oops. $15, $20, $22.
Yeah, this looks pretty one for ammo.
Yep. Especially with the safety fleet.
Just complete Hail Mary, I guess. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
too. I mean, yeah, this is just over. Oh, okay.
Oh, just end turn. This is where I click the resign button.
Come on. You don't need those 2 extra duchies.
New tiebreaker this week. Strength of victory. Or margin of victory.
Excuse me while I cook up a goons board over here.
Yeah.
No resigns allowed. Okay.
I think we should have had a posting of the standings in chat recently. Not quite yet. But coming up next, looks like Derpion just was able to find a game against Sporting Elijah. So Derpion's at 2-0, Sporting Elijah at 1-2. So 10 points and -1.
This board is gross.
Yes.
Ugh.
Which looks very good here.
Where the Herald is the only village. And Witch with no way to get
no trashing.
this.
Capitalism lets you play liveries, but you're not gonna get too many of those in your deck.
I mean that like that's
Although
a dream, I guess. So ooh.
I don't know if I'm voluntarily taking curses on this board.
Yeah, I'm probably not. like under any. Whoa, really? Legionary over livery? Seems insane. Or over Puka. Or over which? Why would you buy Legionary over anything?
I don't know.
Like I guess maybe they're planning to get capitalism and turn it into like a gold, but livery also turns into a gold.
It gives you horses.
Livery turns into like a triple peddler with capitalism.
True.
Or like triple, yeah, 3 peddlers basically. And Legionary's attack is like, well, it's countered by library, although that has the problem of then you have a library in your deck, but yeah, I mean, I guess Legionary's attack is pretty good. You're just kind of unlikely to hit it.
I think just a herald here.
Well, yeah, especially since if you are planning to go Legionary capitalism, you have to actually get a gold.
I don't think March livery was. What was he was expecting?
Yeah, probably not. Forgot March didn't give a plus buy. Yeah, actually, March Legionary isn't all that terrible, but
But then you leave your gold in your deck because you don't get to play treasures after marching.
oh, that's true. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Kind of surprised Quarry hasn't been touched here. Quarry seems pretty nice, especially if you're going for like capitalism. I guess it anti-synergizes with livery, but it also like helps you get liveries.
Okay, so now they both have their capitalism. Take your gold here. No, he doesn't have the legionary. It's a Derpion that has the legionary.
Wait, whoa. March Tactician is a thing. Is that worth going for?
Yes.
Although you have to get the Tactician in your discard pile somehow.
Are these decks going to get fat enough where your previous Tactician now?
Yeah, that doesn't seem reliable.
Maybe if there was some sort of discard attack. But the only attacks here are legionary, and I don't think that's ever going to connect.
Well, was your point that the discard attack would be friendly? Because it would let you set up Tactician March? I mean, I wouldn't play Legionary if my opponent was trying to set up Tactician March. I mean, yeah, if there was some card that, like, a self-discarder that you could use to discard your Tactician, then it would work. Whoa.
I don't.
Really?
If you're trying to take province, just spend your coffers there.
I would rather just save them and not take province. Honestly. So has that Legionary ever hit? I don't think so.
No.
Derpion only had 1 gold until this turn. Now they got 2. Just province, I'm sure. Tactician March. Yeah, March and Tactician is maybe not crazy there, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the same number of horses from it. I guess they were buying a copper for an extra coffer, which looks a little weird anyway. March. What? None of those cards do anything when you march them.
No.
Well, you can march Merchant Guild and buy a copper. Woo.
We're doing it.
That seems desperate to me. That seems. I guess it's not awful because that's like strictly better than buying a silver if you're only going to see the copper a maximum of once, which is probably the case given how thick their decks are.
Yeah.
So.
And the way this draw's going, doesn't find one of his guilds.
Tragic. See, this is why you need a tactician.
I guess this is
Duchy. Really sad Duchy. I think. Oh, what else is it going to be? Oh, this is also a sad hand. Is there anything good that Derpion can march? No, I don't think so.
There was nothing with an extra buy in it.
Sad Legionary continues to be sad.
Yes.
At least it's a cheap gold now, but it could have been a wizard instead.
Spend 5 here to double Duchy, you're getting 4 of them back.
Yeah, I like the double Duchy.
Because Derpion doesn't have any extra buys. So then it puts them in a difficult position of to province or not to province.
Double Duchy copper probably. Oh, this is interesting. No, it's not interesting. It's terrible.
It's whiffing.
What the heck did they even top deck? Livery. Man, I'm trying to read this log and figure out what was top deck.
Yes. Looks. Oh, because it only shows what they look at and just says top deck's a card.
You can look at their hand now and see what they top deck. But what? Yeah. No, shouldn't they have bought Merchant Guild first, and then bought Herald and top decked a bunch of good stuff and a Merchant Guild? Because look, now they have this. Like, wouldn't I guess would that have been winning? Yes, that would have been winning. To buy Merchant Guild and then buy Herald and do all this shenanigans. But top deck the Merchant Guild along with it. You can march Merchant Guild, but that's not a net buy. It just gives you coffers. Like, yeah, this is better than nothing. Oof. Bruh. Come on. March is probably the hardest of the events like that to actually wrap your head around.
Yeah.
Because, like,
yeah, and
Foil's easy. Gamble's pretty easy. Delay is like, okay, it's just sets it for next turn, but like March is like, forget that it costs 3, forget that like it has to be in your discard pile, and then doesn't give you the buyback, and you can't play any treasures if you draw them, and like there's just tons of.
Yeah, I usually screw up Villa that it's not a net buy.
Yeah, and then there's also the really unintuitive UI about trying to march a card with a way that everyone always gets wrong.
Yep. This game's too far along the Nico game. Let's see what Mac attack. Mac 2. Okay, Mac Attack is still waiting for somebody, so we'll jump in there and they're probably gonna get all confused that there's people jumping in but not sitting down. Yeah, there. I thought that might be confusing, but I don't think Zamikwi is a Q Cup player.
Oh, I guess they aren't.
Okay, Teak Pitkin. This is promising.
They already played? Yeah, they just played. Teak Attack, sadly. Yeah, one of these people needs to play. Oh,
Okay, S Sounder is in.
you.
I am noticing that. Okay, Mac Attack is played. Okay, good. There are currently 2 Mac Attacks in the results grid with capital M and lowercase m, but it's not messing anything up.
Oh.
Taking a look at the standings here, we have
show up today. Okay. This is a board. March again. Fantastic villages and draw we got over here. But which I mean, like you can't net draw once villagers run out.
yeah, because Squire Courtyard's not draw, Squire Steward's not draw.
Squire Silk is not draw. So I mean, the only way you're gonna draw imp is draw, I guess. But I mean,
Yeah.
You can only get so many imps before you run out of
uniques.
Yeah. I guess the non-terminal knights are gonna come in handy for that. Bailey and especially Molly will be useful, I think.
Yep.
I mean, Bailey is always useful. I guess there's the owl for draw, actually. That's real draw.
Yes.
So you want many squires, I suppose.
Squire a few times, draw to 6.
Yeah, there's also Necropolis. So actually, you can do some nice stuff with Way of the Owl here.
Yeah, especially if you.
It's just gonna be playing.
You can Necro Steward Trash draw. No, that's not enough village.
Well, I mean, you can do it if you have villagers.
Yep.
And you probably will have at least a few. So yeah, I guess your payload is just play a bunch of knights. Like the payload here is pretty sad. You'll get a few coins from the squires.
Josephine on top does put a little bit of a damper on being the first to buy a knight.
Yeah, that's true.
I think pretty much any other knight, you might have seen one purchased already.
If people could even afford it. Well, okay. Mac goes for Josephine anyway on turn 4. Probably don't agree with that. We've got the much better Bailey now. The Sounder can maybe afford.
Necro, Trash, Hovel, Overgrown, draw.
That will not get you
No,
Bailey. And Mac can get Bailey here. Probably should. Do you want the free silver or not? I want to say probably. I would take the silver here, I think. Silver is easier to have in Knights games because it gives you more of like a buffer to protect your like actual cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take the silver. Although losing your silks to Knights isn't all that bad either. In fact, it's usually good if you have enough silks anyway.
Take that. Yeah.
So Martin's also not great here when you have Squire that does the same thing he does.
Yeah, but I don't think you can afford not to take a knight here, given that you're already 2 in the hole.
As S Sounder, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Looks like they're just skipping knights.
I mean, I do kind of understand like ignoring the Knights at least for now. Trying to just get better deck control. A lot of honestly, like pretty much all of the important. Yeah, Malo is right. Pretty much all of the important deck components here are 2.
Yeah.
Spec chat's off, yeah. We're fine. If it says message spectators, then you know you're good. If it says message spectators, only spectators can see it. If it just says message, then you're not good. So yeah, I could see the argument for skipping knights here. Yeah, you can use squire into knights also. Although Sounder doesn't have any squires either. Surprisingly, Mac just bought 3 squires. Making full use of that +2 buys, I guess. Oh, it wasn't off with the curse club. Oh, I'm sorry. If you see the players not having it's Malo listening to us.
Yes.
The players not without spec chat off. You can just like say it. You can just like type it to spec chat or whatever, and one of them will probably fix it.
Which is quite nice with the new interface that either player can do it and you can do it mid game.
Yeah, like that's not going to be disruptive to them if you just mention like spec chats not off. So what do? You probably take at least 1 square. I guess. That sounder is like quite over terminal, right? Without a single squire, just a necropolis to support all this stuff.
Yes. Maybe hoping to get a silk trashed.
Maybe. Or maybe just planning to use all their villagers this turn and get some squires, I'm not sure. Yeah, double workshop's probably good. Yeah, I could have seen like a sounder, for instance, getting a devil's workshop instead of a silk last turn. That has the advantage from not being terminal when you're already over terminal.
So is it really 6-0 on the squire count right now?
Yes. Mac attack likes their squires, I guess. I mean, squire's pretty dang good with Way of the Owl, like I do have to say.
Yeah.
Like Mac can do like a nice Way of the Owl draw here. Like you start with Bailey, yeah. Now you just go like squire, squire, squire. Stuart Owl maybe. Whoa.
Is this going to be double trash of squire into 2 knights?
Why not play squire first though? You get like free money from that. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Why not play a squire before doing that? Then you can buy something. You can buy a border guard that's like strictly better.
Yes.
Border guard's like pretty good here because it makes the knights less likely to hit. Yeah, I'm not really sure that winning the knight split here is like that critical.
No.
Yeah, like given that you can have a functional engine that's made up of entirely squires. Now, I mean that said, Knack Attack also is winning the squire split, so I'm not sure that Assault is going to have a good deck.
I'm still waiting for that first squire buy.
We still haven't seen Molly yet, right? So if Sounder got Molly, that would be great.
So I think Molly's left, Michael's left. We've seen Vander.
Destry's the other one, right?
No Destry yet. Natalie, Molly, and Vander. No, not Vander.
Vander's already been got. There's only 4 knights left. Natalie's on top, and then it's Molly, Destry, Michael underneath.
Yep.
Molly seems like the relevant one here, at least for us Sounder. Yeah, maybe a Sounder thinks that the Silk Merchants are just enough defense against the knights. Oh, there we go. Now they got a squire. I'm surprised by the utter lack of Way of the Owl use by either player.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the only time it was used was like once by S Sounder on turn 1 with Necropolis. And it hasn't been used by either player since, and it's definitely one of the stronger ways. And it's really good on this board. So that does surprise me.
So here.
Do we have another March screw up? Mac didn't realize March wouldn't give a buyback.
Okay. I was like, did we say something in chat, or are they listening in? I was checking that we weren't giving away information. But just March confusion.
Squire something? Guess not. Actually, Natalie's pretty good.
Natalie can pick up squires for you.
Yeah, that's true. Natalie's actually quite good here. There's a lot of good targets. There's always border guard.
Yeah, basically, any 2 here is going to be valuable.
Well, Courtyard's not all that great.
I guess given that they're not owling the way we thought they would be.
Yeah. Take Molly. Yeah. Getting Molly and Destry together is like getting 2 Baileys. Don't think about that one too hard.
Guess it was a little. I was just checking the trash that MacTac didn't get to use Anna more than once to try and clean up their deck a little bit.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see what happened to Anna.
She got trashed to Martin.
Anna just got yeeted off the map immediately. I mean, you got Stewart, so it's not like Anna's that powerful.
Oh, and Anna got trashed without actually getting played. It was trashed to Martin.
Oh, there goes Natalie. Didn't even gain a squire with her. Gained a silver.
We hardly knew ye.
No,
Yeah, I,
Way of the Owl. As Sounder, he played Necropolis' Way of the Owl on turn 1. And none since then. With all the villages being non-drawing villages. Yeah, it's pretty sad. We're sad about it. Mech Attack has too many knights. You've already won the knight split. You don't really need to keep buying knights. Although they're not buying
no.
knights, they're trashing squires into them. But like squires are probably better than knights at a certain point.
Yeah, so
Although
5 in the
Ascender has
trash.
a pretty like sad deck. I imagine you play some of these squires for silvers just to get money in your deck. And you gotta be careful about piles.
Owl that. It's more draw.
That's a good point. I mean, it doesn't really matter because of the border guard, but yeah, you're right. It's just like strictly better.
Maybe at this point they're doing it just so they don't show off the trick.
Well, maybe one of them is. Yeah, maybe they're both doing it. Like, oh, the other person hasn't noticed. Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're playing chicken with the owl.
So yeah, I was like, what do you try and do as the players here? Like, is Mac trying to lower piles? I guess Mac wants the game to go on longer.
Yeah, because eventually they're just gonna. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to play enough to just eat away any sort of copper or any sort of silvers and golds that a Sounder picks up, but it's slowing everything down enough to.
Well, Josephine is actually like relevant right now because she made it without getting killed.
Yep. Surveyor trash is gold.
Yeah, yeah,
So
SCM just looks like they're in trouble. Because like any economy they try to add is just gonna get destroyed pretty quickly.
how many squires did they wind up with?
They got a couple. I think they have 2.
It's like two.
There's a bunch in the trash though, so I think you
Yeah.
have 2 squires at this point. Yeah, I've seen 2 of them in each of their decks. There's 5 in the trash and 1 left, so they each have 2 squires. Mac just turned so many of them into knights.
Yep. So I'm just trying to think if there's a sneaky way to pile out on squires and border guards while you have this lead.
Um,
But there's
they don't quite have the buys, right?
right.
Buy squire, march squire. But they don't have the money either. They actually might have the buys by doing that trick. Buy squire, march squire, but they don't have the money, I don't think. And if you buy money, it's just gonna get killed. Okay, squire, and then play squire as owl, please. Or just play Michael as owl, because Michael's attack is not that good. Although it is good if your opponent doesn't know they can owl.
Come on. Actions, owl. No.
No.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
maybe?
have a pod.
Maybe?
Come on.
Yes!
Yes! We have one!
Well, now what? Now there are no actions left. That's actually kind of a terrible draw. Do they still have a Necro? No, they don't, right? I wouldn't have gotten rid of Necro here. Well, man, if only some of those knights were squires instead.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. They like marched to kill the Necro on the second turn. Weird move.
Grab us. Silk?
Okay, now can S Sounder also figure it out? Do they only have one silk? S Sounder?
I think so.
Whoa. What?
The owl.
I mean, there's an argument for not owling there if you want the buy, but like.
Okay, so you're owling the Necro instead.
Uses up a villager but gets you an extra buy. I mean, and then doesn't use the buy. So that's just a waste of a villager right there.
Get it back here by trashing Silk. Yep. So there's just not much money left. Let's see. If we take a silver.
Guard is L. I mean, I guess playing it or playing it as L is the same. What? I mean, a Sunder can't pile, right? And they certainly can't pile in a way I don't think they can pile at all.
Province Squire.
Ooh.
It threatens a pile out, and I don't think Mac had the buys.
Yikes. So can a Sunder end it here? Probably.
I think so. We'll definitely have the buys. Can they find 10? While also getting the buys.
Okay, you don't care about.
I guess you need 12. 12 and 3 or 5 and 10.
Dude, take buys. What are you doing? I was just gonna play Squire buys, Owl Squire, and just not care about villagers because it's the last turn. I guess they may not have had enough money in their deck. Whoa.
This is getting
I mean,
dangerous now, but I guess
Mac doesn't have any villagers. Yeah, Mac needed to play more with Silk. Less with Knights and more with Silk.
yep.
Mac would have had a great deck if they'd have done that.
Get a couple silvers here.
Looks like they're having. Oh yeah. Mick just asked if they can replay someone they've already
Yeah,
played because they're running out of.
they're running out of players. More matches are better.
This is so close to being a win. One coin off. That's sad.
So, Squire actions. Do you Squire twice for actions to Owl, or do you Owl first?
I'm not sure that you play Michael. I think it just helps them.
Please Owl.
Better Owl Josephine here. Okay, good. This is nice. Does Sutter have duchies or just provinces? Because if playing these, I think Sutter just has provinces, but which is a shame.
Yeah,
The knights would be a
Mac
lot more helpful if they had duchies.
Attack has all 4 of the duchies.
Yeah, I assume S Sounder is avoiding duchies for that reason. Uh, Top deck's a duchy.
I guess so you can still buy duchy here.
Well, you could top deck.
Oh, wait. Math.
I mean, what do you do by duchy?
Raider.
Desperation Raider. I wonder what that something is, Mac. Is it by any chance Way of the Owl?
Drawing cards. I've heard that's pretty good. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Yeah,
This is in hand. Not anymore.
It's still in hand. Yeah, I mean, it's still a win.
Oh, border guards. I was looking at silks.
Yeah. I mean, now you can take your pick.
Okay.
That was a marathon. 21.
That was interesting. So, looks like Derpion and Matt Guard Spen are about to start. They are on turn 1.
Oh no, we've missed so much.
We had a port buy and a dungeon buy.
Port loan. Not a power opening? Although ports are better because of tower. I mean, ports are good, but like,
Yeah.
Opening port over Ironmonger seems strange to me.
Because you're never going to really use the actions
Yeah, I like
for the first few turns, and the extra coin could help you hit 5.
Yeah,
from an
Ironmonger.
Ironmonger hit.
Nice. Yeah, I like Matt's opening better. Dungeon Ironmonger. I don't know. Do you? I wouldn't bother with loan here. But I guess both players disagree with me.
Potion. So I guess playing. I think
would
I'd almost skip familiar here and just curse with Old Witch?
Surely you skip familiar, right? With Old Witch on the board? And a way to get rid of the curses. Yeah, that's Sanctuary. I mean, I don't care about the minus points from the curses. I'm not totally familiar, I don't think.
And he had 3 potion and still took Old Witch instead of familiar.
I mean, that's a sign that you shouldn't have got the potion in the first place.
Yeah.
Should have just been a silver. I mean, it was probably the right call, but...
Right. It's just that potion would look a lot better as an Ironmonger.
Yeah. Alright, so Ironmonger pile... These piles are just going to vanish, right? Ironmonger pile is going to vanish. Destrier pile's probably going to vanish.
And Curse is going to go.
Yeah, curses are going to disappear. Ports can disappear. Oh, yeah. And with Sanctuary thinning the curses, it isn't even worth minus points because of Tower.
Yep.
So, like, literally, it's just, like, trashing curses. So, Sanctuary is amazing here. Why do neither of them have one yet?
I don't know.
I guess they've only hit 5 a couple of times. They've been finishing with Ironmonger. I mean, Lone is probably one of the reasons they haven't hit 5 as much, because Lone is just a copper. And Sanctuary is better than that. Okay. Sad Ironmonger flip. This would be Sanctuary, I think.
I think I go on a Sanctuary.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I like that. You want to do something with the estates. Those ports look kind of silly, I think. I guess
Yeah.
not that silly. I would probably have some ports by this point, but again, I wouldn't have opened with them.
It's nice to find a action there.
Yeah.
Legionary attack, apparently. That could hurt.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. Legionary attack seems fine here. Especially if you can manage to play it before Old Witch. Which you probably can't, but if you can, it's even better. Oh yeah, ports helping you afford Destrier is good, nice. It's pretty good. Okay. That silly
That potion is...
Yeah, that potion is just a giant mistake. Just I bet they end up trashing that potion alone without buying a familiar ever.
Yeah.
That's my guess here. Sad Legionary. Silver? Wow. Over dungeon?
Could we see the familiar here?
Probably, I guess. I mean, you probably...
At this point, you should probably just take it.
What does it even do? It's about to not do anything.
And I guess it is a net 0.
Well, yeah, like you might be able to find it to hand out a curse, but like you probably won't. Something Destrier. Sanctuary Destrier. Ironmonger Destrier. That's reasonable.
Kills it.
Yeah. Yep. I called it. What is the Ironmonger split at? Okay, obviously Matt's ahead. So yeah, Matt should be rushing out Ironmongers here, right? No, play the Legionary first. Before the Old Witch, right?
It looks like 7-1 on the Ironmongers for Matt.
Yeah, so Matt had a chance to do my trick and play the Legionary before the Old Witch, and they didn't do it.
I was searching the log and missed it.
Yeah.
So double Ironmonger. Yep, and there's the
Tower points hit. Sad turn. Yeah, no, the Legionary is definitely good here, I think.
And what's gonna happen with the curses once those pile?
I mean, I don't know. I think Derpion has more of them?
I have 6D gains a curse,
Oh.
so 6-3 at the moment. Oh, but there's been some crashing.
Matt's just crushing here, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Matt is like super clean. Has like a much better deck, is attacking constantly. Get another Sanctuary and then like run ports. I think.
Yeah, I'd definitely be looking at the port pile.
Yeah, if I'm Matt and I'm still ahead next turn, I would just rush down ports, I think. Like, get 6 ports, and then it's pretty hard to stop Matt from, like, getting 4 more. And winning like that, yeah.
Dungeon.
Port.
Yeah, 3 sets of ports.
Yeah, port. Or like port. Something else probably also fine.
Yeah. Well, 3 ports is same as a province. If you was thinking about that. Let's see, everybody is still playing along. Looks like we have a race going on for 4th between Mick and KHZ.
This is game, right?
Yep.
It's over. I mean, it's been over for a while. Oh, don't attack. Come on, don't hold the...
Rude.
Doing that.
All right.
Okay, what do we got for...
So right now, the live standing. So Matt just won that one. So it looks like it's a 5-person race, but really it's just a 2-person race for 4th. We have Xerix at 32, Apo at 30, Teak Pitkin at 25, Mick at 19, and KHZ at 16. I'm not sure if any of them are... Is KHZ playing right now? Yes, just checking to see how far along they are. They're on turn 25 of a game.
Oh, boy.
But it looks like they're up 44 to -1 on the VP counter with Travelers. So it's looking like Mick will need to get another game in to hold on to 4th place. I guess I'll put a quick roll call out for. Okay, so Mick is playing at the moment.
Should we jump into that?
Yeah, they're playing Tracer on turn 9 at the moment.
Okay. Let's see where that is at. Wait, Tracer showed up just to play Mick?
I think so. The snake in the grass. Yeah, I have no idea of the deck compositions, but I know when I first got in, Tracer pile drive the Ironmonger pile with a bunch of Goonies.
Yeah, for a uni game, there's a surprising amount of piles that haven't been touched. I mean, I assume that the plan is just pathfind Ironmonger and then draw everything.
Yep.
I mean, but so what are they? They're getting havens now. Interesting. Yeah, these unis are kind of sad.
Yeah, at what point do you. I see some sacrifices in there. At what point do you just sack the unis to.
I mean, you probably hang on to them for running out piles. And yeah, Tracer got an Explorer. I was thinking about the Explorer. Once the pathfindings hit, you're gonna be able to make use of that payload probably. Although they have been like trading, so maybe they already have silvers from trade.
And
Okay. So Mick was the first to get the pathfinding. Tracer probably gets there this turn though. Yeah, Tracer is there.
they each have their snowy. Okay, they both have their snowy for an extra buy.
Oof, sad Snowy. Guess it's not that sad. He's still gonna have enough actions to do what he actually wants.
Yep.
Just barely.
You need to sack the copper.
Yeah, and then you just province, I guess. Another haven?
Another haven to keep things smooth.
Seller. Interesting. It's probably fine. Seller just, I guess, is for extra dud insurance.
Okay, so KHC has their win in the books. So if Mick loses this, there won't be enough time for a second game, for another game probably. I don't see KHZ in the queue yet, so this one might be for advancement.
For all the marbles, as they say. Okay. Oh yeah, the seller looks pretty good here. You play Explorer first? Huh. It's a weird order. Why not Explorer to get a gold, and then Seller away the province?
I don't know if you're going to cellar the province away or haven it away.
Oh, maybe,
to make sure.
maybe, yeah, maybe Haven the province is the idea, I guess. I mean, he has enough draw to do both, right? Like he's drawing everything, so yeah. I assume you Haven the province now.
Even province.
I don't know. He's not going to come in that hand. I would Haven the province probably.
Yep.
To increase the chance of getting the explorer hit. Not the explorer hit is like that fantastic. What do you gain? Another snowy ring?
9.
I could see the argument for gaining another snowy, just so you have the third buy.
Yep.
Is he trading?
So we trade province.
He's going for, I guess. Looks like it, yeah. It's not a bad payload, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary opening hand for Mick.
He's got a decent amount of stuff. He's got a reach of like 4 cards to find something good. So Tracer had snowy, but they're okay. So it's Ironmonger's side, yeah, sure. Just doubles. Yeah, there's no risk of triple, but now they gotta be careful, I think. Like, Mick can't touch province, right?
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, because Tracer will just double again.
Just doubles back and. So then if Tracer ends up doubling to 34. So assuming Mick draws here, he's going to have to keep himself in reach of that. Which I think is triple Dutchy. So you sacking first or cellaring first? I guess you're getting sacking first.
Okay, so we're at the time now, so 4 more games, so what are the standings at?
It's gonna be
this game is just gonna be the.
Yep. So if Mick wins, they'll play Xerix. If Mick loses, it's KHZ Xerix. Assuming I'm gonna jump out real quick to make sure KHZ's not playing. So KHZ is playing.
Does that matter?
Yes, because they currently have a 2-point lead on Mick.
Yeah, that's true. So if
they
both win,
and it could matter for seeding. Because if KHZ wins, they'll jump Teak Pitkin unless Teak is playing.
So Mick needs to.
Teak is not playing.
Mick needs to win. KHZ needs to lose.
Correct.
So what is Mick gonna do? Like triple Dutchy here or something? That's kind of sad.
And now I just lost the Mick table.
You can't join it off of someone or what?
I can't see you. I can't see Tracer. I can't see Nick.
Weird. Maybe the table is like messed up or whatever.
Okay, I found it through Psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, there. Okay. So yeah, Mick did the triple duchy, which I guess he kind of had to do.
Yep.
I guess with the Ironmongers, the duchies really aren't that bad.
Before checking out, I saw that Tracer has 6 and Mick has 4 in terms of Ironmongers.
Yeah. Yeah, Tracer seems ahead. Take Explorer now, and then Cellar. Sacrifice the Cellar, maybe. Well, that's sad. When no, he's not sacrifice Cellar. I would have done Explorer first, probably.
Okay, well, I guess this match doesn't mean anything, I guess, because Mick just commented that he can't play in the playoffs.
Oh, fair enough.
If that helps make my match irrelevant.
Oh, it does make your match irrelevant.
It does-ish.
So you just lost, so it definitely does.
Oh, KG lost.
Yeah, so so yeah, mixed match would have been. So yeah, I guess you can set the finals now. Tracer's gonna double duchy. Didn't Tracer have a third buy before? Where'd it go? Or no, Tracer never had a. Who got the third snowy village? Mick has Mick has the second snowy village. Oh, April. Okay, so that makes the difference for.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah. So the participants are set. Just the seating is TBD. Mick's gonna double duchy, I guess. Some kind of silly pile out possible? Probably not. They just don't have enough universities for that kind of thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. So I haven't really been following much of what's been going on trying to set the playoffs, but interesting to see. Okay, well, that's just going to win. Snowy. Okay. It just gets out of there. So now the other remaining player left is Apo. I'll jump over there real quick to see how much longer they have. So if Apo wins this, it will be they'll jump Xerix for the 1 seed. It would be things just broke. Okay, so if Apo wins, they'll play KHZ. Otherwise, Xerix will play KHZ. And if Apo loses, they will play Teak Pitkin. Otherwise, Xerix plays Teak Pitkin.
See, I missed the end of the game.
Yeah, Tracer wound up double province duchying, and Mick resigned.
Yeah.
And so I jumped into the Apo Mac Attack table. With a win, Apple plays KHZ, otherwise they play Teak Pitkin, and then Xerox will play the other.
Oh, so we have
a rebuild board
over here. What is the point of that estate? I guess the idea is to mill. Oh, they still got touchies. Okay. Well, this looks.
This just looks over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start typing in the playoff matches. Which will be Xerox against KHZ and Apo versus Teak Pitkin.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the end of the game. And yeah, for Piano Vince who just joined, we're just about to start the playoffs. Which the matchings have just been posted in the Quarantine Cup channel, so you can.
So do you each want to pick a table, and we'll see which one looks more interesting?
Yeah, maybe I don't know how does this normally done? Are we gonna split up or should we?
Normally we just pick one of the two to go with.
Yeah, I guess we'll just look at the boards.
So Xerox already has playing, so, and the way those two play, it might be like 3 turns in already. Okay, we're just on turn 1. Chapel and a bishop opening. So a chapel bishop board with tomb.
A bishop opening. This one looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
There's so many treasures. Wow. Tomb is extremely relevant. But like no other stuff? Prince is the only.
Prince is the village along with Imp.
Imp's, yeah, you mean like Prince Imp or like Prince Scheme?
Prince's Scheme, yeah.
Prince Pirate Ship. Yeah, you can Prince Wisp. Huh. I like the Scheme. Prince Target, that's probably the easiest. Actually, no, so, Imp is probably the best, but if you requires you to actually have an Imp.
Will this eventually just get to Golden Deck's territory?
Maybe.
I never know how to get to the Bishop Golden Deck, so.
Man, there's a lot of. The Golden Deck can run for a long time. Because you could buy Platinum, and you could buy Princes. You can defeat a lot of things to Bishop before the. I don't know, the Golden Deck isn't as good with colonies around, right?
Yeah. It's a bit sad here to bottom deck your Exorcist.
Yeah. Should we check out the other game? Do you know if the other game has started yet?
I'll jump over there real quick. They have. And we have another Exo game, Alms Tower, Groom.
That one sounds interesting too, man. I can't decide. Well, how about this? Which one do you think will be over faster? Probably the other one, right?
Yeah.
The one that has Alms and Groom. Let's look at that one first. We'll go back to this Bishop Golden Deck game that will still be around.
Okay, and I'll log into a alt account here to track the other one.
Oh, and this has Peddler too.
Yep.
Yeah, these piles are going to disappear here.
I feel like if both players go for the Golden Deck in the other game, it's gonna
take a while, yeah. But on the other hand, it seems like they're playing faster.
Yeah.
So.
Looks like we might already be at Golden Deck territory. Yep, we are. So that game is the other game is ending soonish.
The golden deck game, I guess. Yeah, I guess we could switch over there if something interesting is about to happen. So,
They're
just doing.
KHD is colonying out at the moment. Yep, he's KG's full deck is a bishop, 2 gold, a platinum, and a colony, and Xerxes has resigned.
Oh, wow. That was quick. So I guess we can focus our full attention on this. That's silly me thinking this game would be done first. It's still in turn 3.
Yeah,
They're actually thinking.
yeah. Those other two are very fast players, and I know from experience that KHZ is very fast and very quick about finding golden decks. I've been on the wrong end of that before.
So sadly, Peddler and Devil's Workshop do not go together. Is there any way to take advantage of? Yeah. I mean, in fairness, I was thinking number of turns, not time. But I guess the golden deck one, it's kind of obvious who's gonna win that too. So you don't need to see the golden deck game played out all the way to know how it's gonna end. So I mean, this one's going pretty fast too. Look at this. So I'm trying to think of ways to like abuse Peddler. Um, that came out wrong. Don't think about that too hard. You can't really do Charm Peddler because that requires you to have 0 actions in play to gain provinces. Um, so that's like the non-starter. Uh, you can't Devil's
Yeah.
Workshop for Peddlers. There doesn't seem to be a way to play any of these gainers during the buy phase, which is sad. Uh, so it seems like the strongest synergy with Peddler here is just like Charms for the plus buy and then pick up free Peddlers.
And then you're probably not trashing fast enough to courtier anything for the extra buy.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of courtier targets. Yeah, I mean they basically are groom rushing. I mean, what piles are you rushing though? Are you rushing Farming Village? Yeah, I wouldn't skip Devil's Workshop if you're doing the groom rush. Devil's Workshop is just like adds you some imps. I would probably skip Exo if I were doing a straight groom rush, but probably wouldn't skip Devil's Workshop.
Another Exo. So who has? So Teak has the 2 workshops. Now they're sitting on 2 workshops, 2 Exos.
I will. Man, there's no way you would ever get to actually pull it off, but like in theory, there's like a man cap-ish thing you could do here. Um, you need like 3 golds and like 2 charms. and then you just buy like Mandarin province every turn. Like that, there's no way you'd be able to pull that off with the Groom Rushing going on, but
Yeah.
it would be funny, and you would get tower points if you emptied the Mandarins, but like, it's not gonna happen here. Yeah, Village Groom Estate, I agree. Because we're gonna go burr real quick. I wonder if you'd want a ghost here. I might think about taking ghost here, actually.
I just not. You ever going to get to see it?
Yeah, you're gonna see it. I think.
Okay. Appo's deck is a lot fatter than I thought.
I mean, the only reason I would have thought about taking Ghost as Teak is because they were right at the bottom of a shuffle. Like, otherwise, no. But yeah, I guess maybe you wouldn't see it, but we'll see. I mean, Appo's gonna get 2 more cards here. Maybe more.
I think either way.
Why does Appo have so many points? Is it from... Did
From Groom.
Did they massively win the Groom split? Is that what happened here? Was not really watching the Groom counts. It looks like Appo is more.
It's 8-2.
8-2. Yeah, okay.
She got their Grooms off of a turn 3 Engineer with trash.
And didn't get any otherwise?
Nope.
Yeah, it's probably... over there.
Cyrus.
Groom farming, alms farming, devils, yeah. Yeah, this does look pretty
Yep, this is just done now.
Yeah.
Okay. Championship match. Okay, so we have Appo versus KHZ in the finals. KHZ looking for their first. Appo has at least one Quarantine Cup championship. And looking for his second to join Tracer, Haka, Dan Brooks, and Sam E as multi-Quarantine Cup winners.
Exciting.
Let's see if the turn order can be set properly. I don't think I know what it is. What is it? You clear everything and then reset? Looks like that's what happened. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, Kimmy, it is just one game. Type that in just in case. I don't see what the...
So what are you doing here? Wow. Too much sauce. Okay. So...
This would be so much nicer with a non-patron village.
I mean, Patron ain't the village here. It's Scepter.
Oh, I didn't see
Scepter
that card.
Patron. Scepter Patron is your village here.
Yep.
And you gotta do it, right? Like, you gotta stockpile up villagers and then just, like... I think you just, like, rush, like, get a bunch of Scepters, right? like you just slam the scepter pile, I think.
Yep.
Because you call it, you first want to call it, use it on patrons to get stack up villagers, and then you want to use old witches to draw everything, and then inventor and call scepter on it a million times.
Yep. So now surprisingly that you.
This is what happens when you put more than like 3 Renaissance cards together. Like literally,
Slam another one at him.
like literally, the relevant cards on this board are just the ones from Renaissance.
Yep.
This is Renaissance for you. I mean, it's a little surprising because Scepter usually isn't that relevant, but it is here. FPA is. Are you listening, Camilla? FPA is first player advantage. I guess the FPA here is just that you get more Old Witch plays out faster.
It looks like, did they wind up going 5-5?
I don't know.
Or is there trash in there? PHZ has gotten.
They're going too fast.
2 cursed trashes in, but they're going to eventually disappear. Old Witch. Grandmother. That.
So you need more witches than this, right? Because you need to like
draw through everything.
Yeah, I mean, my dream is still to have a mega turn where you draw everything. You need a decent amount of draw for that to happen. Maybe that dream is not realistic. I mean, probably what's going to happen is it's going to be a smaller mega turn where you just empty piles. In reality, the curse and scepter piles are going to disappear, and then your actual mega turn is going to be like play inventor like 3 or 4 times and then empty piles for a win. That's what's realistically going to happen, probably. Ooh. Grand Market Scepter.
GM Scepter? Or just green?
Yeah, the Lurker's interesting, because if you're trying to, like, just make the piles disappear, Lurker is, like, obviously better than Inventor. So if you're getting to that stage in the game... Although one of the piles that you have to make disappear is Scepter, which Lurker can't really do much for, so... Yeah, Apos looks to be in a very good spot here. Villagers, yeah. Yeah, Apos in every...
Yeah, and he has both Platina.
Yeah. I don't think the Lurker was awful. I mean, I assume that the point of the Lurker is just going to be to aid in a pile out. Yeah, this is pretty over. Just get another colony. Yeah, that works too. KHC continues to lower inventors.
Points grab now, but
I guess.
Here do you just Lurker and Inventor?
Lurker and other inventor, just keep.
Annex.
Okay. I guess just to set up a good.
Yeah, to set up a win next turn. Or not.
Ooh. Ugly draw. I mean, Apos still way ahead, I think. KHC just doesn't have enough scepters, doesn't have the villagers to really do anything. Wow, real sad. Just buy an inventor, right? Lower the piles more. I guess that's reasonable. I probably just got inventor. I don't think there's much risk of KHC winning here.
And this should be it.
Yeah, right. You must be able to empty here.
Yep, especially now with 2 lurkers in hand.
Just like
Even done beforehand.
whatever.
Well, there it goes. Congrats to Apostoloso Ruler on their second Quarantine Cup victory and joining the ranks of the multi-time winners. And also, thanks for jumping in on short notice on the commentary. It was
no problem.
It was fun. It was the first time I've ever done this, so hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, same. I have played in a total of 1 Quarantine Cup, and now I've played one and commented one.
Yep. Well, join us again next week for Quarantine Cup 23. Check the Discord to see when that officially gets scheduled. But until then, thanks everybody.
Yep. See ya.